Hey guys, Anthony here, Bibles and Barbells. It is Sunday, December 13th, 2020. Today's video I want to do just it's kind of a routine video, just a basic video. I want to show you a setup that I have put together here in my bug out van, and I want to let you know that you should be thinking about a car kit, a van kit, whatever you have, an SUV kit, with the basics in it. Some food, some water, ability to cook. I use these little Fiskars totes, if you will. They're like art totes. And this one I have like a little kitchen in it, you know, my pots and pans and a little container with coffee and teas, so I keep it separate. Some dishes, just a couple of things, and the pot that's on the stove there is in here as well. That way I could, you know, keep they're not like rattling around. They're zippered up. They're in the van. They're modular. I could take them out from if I want to use them inside, or I get somewhere and I have to take them out to a base location. I just grab them and I have them. And then I have another one that I have labeled camping. And this is a more portable one. So this would be more of like a, you know, you grab this, you have it in your car, and you get from point A to point B. Or if you break down, you have a small stove in here. Maybe not necessarily the bigger Coleman there, but a smaller one, an alcohol stove, something to boil water, something to keep you alive if your car breaks down. And I have a video on this bag as well. There's a bunch of food in here. There's alcohol to light the stove. And there's some things to get you by, some MREs if you couldn't cook, and some things to get you by in the event of an emergency. Again, another Fiskars bag. I had two of these. I think they were my daughter's from years ago, and they make excellent little modular totes. You could get them in the, you know, like Target or something. Art stores sell them. Very, very good bags. They're heavy duty also. And so this morning I just wanted to show you. Again, I have lots of videos on the van, my refrigerator, my solar panel. I have videos on that. I have a little 3 drawers there. The bottom 2 are clothing. The top one is more like my butane canisters for the stove, lighters, some other things. That little top kitchen sink area there has forks and spoons, some extra utensils, fire steels, some cordage, just necessities that you have to grab all the time. You don't have to go digging for them. And then right here on the seat, I've got some glasses in here. In the eyeglass case, I got a Gerber knife. I've got a bunch of lighters in this little thing here, small pair of binoculars, and my Stanley thermos for, you know, to keep my drinks hot for a longer period of time. So that's like right here at my disposal. This little hook here, you guys have seen over the years when my doggies are with me. I just hook their leashes to this. They're not huge dogs, you know, they don't pull too much, and they could stay right around the van area here, hang out with me, and be outside. And a little foldable snack tray comes in very handy. That way your stove doesn't have to be on the floor of the van. It's elevated. It's more at your, closer to your waist level. I also have like a snack tray or another stand that I did the other day, a stove stand you could use if you want to be outside. Today it's a little windy and overcast. I have the stove in here. I'm going to boil up some water, and I have my kukska. This is handmade from Soul of Siberia. This is made in Siberia from him. If you check out his Instagram page, it's Soul of Siberia on Instagram. And he makes these and other items handmade. He'll ship them to the U.S. And this was a gift, I think, last Christmas for me. Then again, just a spoon. Again, instant coffee or tea, hot chocolate, whatever you want. I've got my canister inside this 20 or 25 buck Coleman butane stove. I've got several of these. You guys have seen my other one. So the can is locked into place. I'll light the stove. I'll boil some water, and I'll make myself a cup of coffee. My 3-gallon water jug's in the back of the van with a pump on it. I'll show you that later. So my water's on board. I also have another gallon up here. So I have water on board the vehicle. So we'll light this stove. Got an automatic lighter. There you guys can see. I think you can see the flame, hopefully. And put that on high. Put the lid on. And always keep a little bandana or some type of dish rag to grab the handles if the lids are hot. Bandanas are indispensable. Have them all over the place. So in today's video, just wanted to let you guys know that you know, with everything that's going on in the world today and in our country, there are people living out of their vehicles right now. So this has been geared for me for camping, for the RV. But if I had to, I could stay in this for a prolonged period of time. I've got the necessities. I've got some food in the back on board, some dry goods to keep. And right now I have my two bug out bags on board the vehicle just to have them ready. And I've got some winter gear, some boots, some water filtration. You know, some hygiene under the seat here. I'll show you in a minute. I've got some items for in the event I had to leave at the spur of the moment. I've got items already on board that I don't have to think about. They're already here. The basics are covered. So that's important to have the basics covered. I also have a kettle inside. I have it in the garage now because I was doing some work, some cooking in there. But my kettle can be kept in here as well. So anything, I even have some old pots and pans that we don't use inside anymore. I use them in the vehicle now. So the stove stays stowed away in its case. And I'll bring you guys a little closer here so you can see a little bit better, I think. And lower this a little bit. Trash can, first aid kit, dog bowl, map of the states, you know, an atlas to have, rain gear, kayak shoes, Crocs. You know, put basic items in your vehicle. The bottom drawers, again, socks, underwear, shirts, pair of pants, a belt, you know, a t-shirt, just basic things you need. In the back, there's sleeping bags, there's dry bags with stuff in them, blankets, items like that. There's a tool kit, there's a jack. Again, the water, there's a tote, like a 3M tote with dry goods in it, food, canned goods. So I could go out with this vehicle and stay away from base for a prolonged period of time. I could also generate my own power with the solar panel, the deep cycle battery under the bed, and have the refrigeration if I need it, or freeze something. I could lower that to freeze ice, make ice, whatever I wanted. This is already boiling, so I'm going to shut the stove, pull this off, and these are pretty handy, these little instant coffees. You can get them at Starbucks or even, you know, Folgers brand. Lots of companies make them now. Little garbage can there. Again, just take your cup, pour your coffee in, your tea, whatever it is, and you're pretty much good to go. A little easier to pour from the kettle, but you could do it quite easily with this. This is an MSR pot. This is called a Seagull. It folds up. You can put stuff inside of it, and just give that a little stir. You could make a stove kit and a bug out bag with that MSR pot. They come in different sizes. I think that one's about 1 liter. They are incredible. Folds up. Got videos on my channel on this. They're stainless steel, heavy duty. Again, the handle folds down and it locks into place. You could put a stove in there, a whole kit, and just have it in your bug out bag or in your vehicle even, for the event that you need it. And now with winter here, there's something about drinking out of one of these handmade kuskas. Fantastic. And knowing the guy that made it, he whittles it right out of the block of wood. You can see him on his channel. But that's basically what I wanted to talk about today. You know, having, I just went on last night and I purchased some, on a medical website, some fish antibiotics to have. I think I got the top 5 antibiotics that were available: amoxicillin, penicillin, I forget the other 3. They were listed there. Cipro, I forget all the names, but I purchased 1 bottle of each, and they're coming. You know, spent, you know, about $170. Got them. Those are going to be flying off the shelf and probably impossible to get in the coming weeks and months. So having, you know, antibiotics, if you cannot get to the doctor, if you get a cut, step on a nail, hurt yourself, get sick, get some type of bladder infection, urinary tract infection, and you have the proper knowledge of what antibiotic to take with a medical book, you know, a medical book that tells you what the antibiotics are used for. Then you have a little, maybe you have somebody in your group that's a nurse or nurse practitioner, and they can tell you, hey, you need amoxicillin for that, you know, start taking it. So that's another thing that's important to think about, is the, you know, the medical, the hygiene needs. Lots of people, when things break bad and there's no power and there's no water, the water's not running, we lose hygiene, you know, ability to flush a toilet when the pumps at the facilities don't pump the sewage from one point to the next out of your area. You won't be able to flush your toilet. So do you have a portable toilet? Do you have 5-gallon cans with the toilet lids on them, or the little noodles around them so you could sit on it, you know, go in a plastic bag and then discard it, bury it, burn it, etc. Those are things you have to think about, because when something breaks bad, that can spread, stuff like that can spread diseases. So let's take you to the back. I'll move the camera in a second. Let me get the doors open. And show you guys something here. You see that? I think you can. So here you guys see my chuck box. It's a Husky toolbox with drawers. Got all kinds of gear in here, things that I need, redundancy, cordage, all kinds of stuff in here in the drawers. My water is back here. I can move it up front if I need it. Pump it right out. I've got a hygiene kit here, talking about hygiene, and, you know, soaps, Q-tips, toilet papers, toothbrushes, alcohol, all kinds of things in here for hygiene. Again, buckled up. Dry bags with stuff in them. A couple of those things have to go to those blue bags have to go to my RV. Again, some towels, one of them little cushions to kneel on or sit on, extra shirts, another towel, and then my solar controller for the solar panel that's on the roof. And again, both ends of my bed open. There's a split in the middle and the hinge, and both ends open. Again, I've got some empty packs if I had to go somewhere and load them up. I have them empty. Again, jumper cables, tools, rope, stuff to change a flat, axes, extra toilet paper. I've got a portable shower and a dromedary bag, an MSR dromedary bag with a shower attachment ready to go if I had to wash off. And again, here's my box with, see if I can get you a closer shot here. This box has dry goods in it. You see in here. Soups, noodles, ramen, scrambled eggs mix, Knorr pasta sides, etc. Stuff like that. A whole bin full of those in there right under the seat. And then up front there is my battery. And then in front of this box that's accessible from the other side are some kitchen items. Aluminum foil, things that you need for your kitchen. They all store underneath there. And then up here I have a hard surface right now with a camping pad here, but I have a mattress inside that goes across here for me to sleep. I have that off now because I was loading some stuff in here and carrying my bug out bags up here. I've got lighting with a USB port that I could plug in right here, and I have lighting. I have solar lighting there, solar lighting over there, and I could just plug the USB in for this light here, this Goal Zero LED, and that lights up the back enough for me to read or to hang out at night. And so that's and then also in this vehicle, you guys have seen, I have a 2-meter radio that goes different wattages. It's 25, 50, 75 watts. I have up front my CB radio, portable CB radio that I just bought the adapter for to get power through the cigarette lighter. And I have an antenna I can run that off of. And then I also have an antenna here, back in here, that's wired in. I could screw onto the back of the door and get 10-meter service with my HF high frequency ham radio gear that I could just load in here as well. So you see that some of my base, even got a fan in here. A lot of my bases are covered in this bug out vehicle with what I need to sustain myself or my family. And so that's something with winter coming that you guys need to be thinking about, especially carrying, even if it's just carrying warm clothing, extra clothing, a small kit like I showed you in the art bag with just the basics, a stove, some water, some basic food, some ramen, some hot chocolate, maybe some MREs that you don't have to cook. Again, things that'll keep you sustained in case of a breakdown, or you're stranded somewhere, or you have to bug out in your vehicle, spur of the moment. You've got stuff in it to keep you alive and keep you moving to the next location. So that's my video this morning. Just wanted to show you how easy it is to work out of this van. It's just as easy in a vehicle. You just have to set it up the way you want it, the way you want the vehicle to function. So that's my video today. Thanks for watching. Questions, comments, like, subscribe, share the video. And I'll be back with more videos later on. Take care. Stay ready.